I know a special place, a certain corner of the country where the fishing is pretty good. A place with deep lakes and surf-pounded beaches, marsh-lined estuaries and lazy forest streams, roaring ocean rips and small secluded ponds. A place called New England. I'm Tom Richardson. Join me as we explore the region's diverse fishing destinations, chase its many species, and forge new fishing adventures on New England Fishing. It's October on Buzzards Bay, and the local harbors have grown quiet. The once bustling waters of summer are now largely devoid of boat traffic, giving free rein to the gulls and folks who know fall is a time to be savored. But while human activity has waned, life teems just below the surface. Bait fish fairly choke the coves, creeks, and estuaries, and predators such as striped bass, false albacore, and bluefish have gathered for the feast. If you are a fisherman, this is the magic time. No one knows this better than Captain Dave Steves of the Goose Hummock Shops in Orleans, who I invited to experience the fall bounty in my home waters off Mattapoisett on the bay's western shore. Hey Dave.
Morning, Tom.
How's it going, man?
It's going great. How are you?
Awesome. You brought the arsenal.
I brought the weapons.
All right, we're loaded for bear, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a beautiful morning. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get out there with you guys.
Excellent. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's go.
Let's go. I got into fishing growing up in upstate New York. I grew up near the Great Lakes, so I was a freshwater guy. I mainly fished for steelhead, salmon, and brown trout. We had a tributary that went along our house growing up, so every chance that I had, I would be going down to the river, and especially fishing for steelhead. I'm a pretty passionate steelhead guy. I came to the Cape after college. I graduated from college, and I told my parents I wanted to pursue a career on the water, and I found a job on a private sport fishing boat where I was a mate, and we fished every day together with an older gentleman. And then eventually went to Florida and worked in Florida during the winter months and got my captain's license, and came back to the Cape and started working for a local fly shop. And they started sponsoring me for my guiding, and I rented a boat from the local fly shop owner and eventually bought my own boat. And I was a professional guide for 14 years here on the Cape.
In terms of weather, Dave and I couldn't have picked a finer day, with near calm winds and air temperatures in the mid-60s. It was the type of day that makes you glad you didn't put your boat away for the season. The type of day that makes you glad you weren't sitting behind a desk. After launching my skiff at the town wharf, Dave and I headed for the mouth of the nearby Mattapoisett River to see if we could kick things off with a few school bass. Dave started by throwing flies while I went with a soft plastic topwater bait. Both lures designed to imitate peanut bunker or juvenile menhaden, a massive school of which was dimpling the surface of the river in every direction. Perhaps there was simply too much bait, as the bass, if any were present, showed no interest in our offerings. After coming up empty in the river, we moved to a shallow cove in the harbor, another spot that was loaded with bait.
So what do you got on for a fly right there, right now?
I'm using a Clouser minnow in the color chartreuse and white. This is probably my most favorite fly to use because it's a good general bait fish pattern. It mimics a lot of different types of bait. And the color works well, especially with the stripers. They like to key in on that bright color. And I'm using an intermediate sinking line, just fishing the shoreline here. It's fairly shallow, it's only 2 to 4 feet of water, and just bringing the fly right up over the drop off.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. This time of year, the bass could be just about anywhere.
The mouth of a tidal creek, salt pond, or larger estuary is always a good place to find predators, but especially so in the fall, when large schools of migrating baitfish gather in the protected backwaters. However, as the tide ebbs, the bait is flushed out of the shallows and into deeper water, where game fish such as stripers, albies, bluefish, and even fluke wait in ambush.
Whoa. All right. Yeah, no question about that being an albie, right?
Back in Mattapoisett Harbor, the bait pods that surrounded us in the shallow cove seemed to become more agitated as the tide began to ebb, although our flies and lures still had yet to produce so much as a follow. Then, as we were about to pull stakes and head for greener pastures, one of the nearby bait pods was suddenly attacked. The sickle-shaped tails and slashing feeding pattern gave the species away immediately. Albies in 2 feet of water, pushing bait into the marsh grass. As we discovered, albies in super shallow water can prove just as difficult to catch as albies in deep water, although we did manage to produce a few follows and miss strikes.
I know, I said, oh, come on, well, I'll try that again.
Just as we were debating whether to leave the finicky fish or keep casting, I received a fortuitous call. A friend had located several albie schools that were feeding well in nearby Fairhaven. 2 minutes later, we were underway and heading west. When we arrived, we did indeed find pods of albies working their way through a channel off West Island, proof that it never hurts to have good intel, especially where albies are concerned.
Several schools. That's an albie. Yeah, baby! Whoa. All right. Yeah, no question about that being an albie, right? Man, I'll tell you, they can scream offline. Look at them going nuts now. Look at that. strong. I never ceases to amaze me how strong these fish are. There he is. Look at him. Oh man. Wow. He inhaled that one. Oh man, they are so strong. Hey, we got one in the boat, right? First one.
Well done.
Yeah, look at that.
That's awesome.
Gorgeous. Oh, I think I got my striper. Yeah. Oh, I haven't landed him yet.
Open that beer up.
Huge.
Wow, that thing hit like crazy, man.
Awesome job.
It was a blind
I
cast.
know. I heard this like explosion.
Just kind of
And you were
working
in.
the water, yeah. It's tough, but it's good.
Oh, really? Yeah. And it's got like ink in it, right?
Pink,
Yellow.
chartreuse.
Kinds of beers looking stuff. All right, well, I'll leave you to it here. You tell me when you're ready to land.
Still got quite a fight left.
Yes, I will, Mike.
Nice landing.
Dude.
Thank you very much.
No. Thank
that
you
was
for
so
getting
much
that
fun.
fish. Oh man, he inhaled that thing too. Yeah, you might want to.
There we go.
Let's see that fly. Hold on, let me get over here. Nice, there it is. The fly that did the job.
Good friend of mine, Dave Skoke, designed that baby.
Yeah, that's a winner, man. That should be in everybody's tackle box.
Absolutely.
Fly box.
It's a winner.
The same tackle can be used to take all three major Buzzards Bay game fish. In the fly department, Dave was using an Able large arbor reel filled with 300 yards of Dacron backing and a Rio intermediate sink line, ending in a 9-foot leader with a 15 to 20 pound test fluorocarbon tippet. The rod was a 9-foot, 9-weight Sage X model.
Well done. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Getting to that, you did a great job on that fish, man. That is not easy, getting one on a fly. Woo! Yeah! What a day.
With 2 albies on the board, the pressure was off, and things only got livelier when a random bluefish decided to crash the party. Now I just needed a striper to complete a Buzzards Bay slam.
Oh, I think I got my striper. Yeah. Oh, I haven't landed him yet. I saw him following it. Yeah, right at the boat. And I saw him following. I was like, that looks awful brown to be an albie. These are the days you just have to call in sick. You do. No, I got him. You keep stripping that flying. All right. You never know what size bass you're gonna get in the fall, you know? I mean, that's a healthy schoolie. But, you know, you can get micros, and you never know when a big one will come along. There we go. I got my slam, Dave. There we go. Buzzards Bay Fall Slam. Nice fish, huh? See you, bud. Woo! Full of life. Oh. Got the slam.
For spinning gear, I used the Shimano Stella 5000 filled with 30-pound Test Power Pro braided line and a 7-foot medium action St. Croix Avidex graphite rod. The leader was 3 feet of 20-pound Test fluorocarbon, while my go-to lures, especially for the albies, were a 5.5-inch Pearl Zoom Fluke and a Hoagie epoxy jig. For the bluefish and stripers, a small hard-bodied lure like the Tsunami Talkin' Popper did the trick nicely. After the albie bite petered out with the slackening tide, Dave and I decided to make a run north to Wareham, specifically the mouth of the Weweantic River, where I had found good action with striped bass a few days earlier. Turns out the fish were still there in abundance, and they were still hungry. Talk about a perfect ending to a perfect fall day. In addition to the non-stop action and calm conditions, it was wonderful to see so many juvenile stripers invading Buzzards Bay, as well as such an abundance of peanut bunker, which I hadn't seen in many years. It certainly bodes well for the future.
Aren't big, but they're, hey, double hookup, double header. You're gonna love this. Catching fish like this in the middle of the day. That's okay. I released mine just in time. Oh, look at that. Got one right there. Oh, come on, eat it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Got him. It took a while. Took him like five attempts, but I got him to commit. Oh, look. They're after yours. Oh, you got him? Come on, buddy. Don't be shy. What, do you have a gurgler on? Man, it's incredible, Dave. It's like low tide, and we still got fish popping. I know. Oh man, it is beautiful.
It's fair to say that we left them biting in Wareham when Dave and I finally pulled the plug on our incredible day of fishing in Upper Buzzards Bay. As we headed back to Mattapoisett Harbor, we both knew that the warm, calm autumn days were coming to an end, taking with them the albies, stripers, and other fish that make fall one of the best times to fish in New England. It's a bittersweet time, but we'll take it.
So I have two boys, Jake and Kai, and I'm very fortunate that they share the same passion that I do, being on the water and fishing. They both love the outdoors, and just to be able to spend time with the both of them, especially early season when I'm not so busy, or even this time of year in the fall. It's pretty special to be able to take them out and show them more about what I've learned when I was a kid all the way up until now through my professional days of being a charter boat captain and professional guide. You know, watching my kids now at their age reminds me a lot of who I was at their age. And to be able to share with them the things that I shared when I was a kid is pretty incredible. You know, they get excited over the simple things of catching a small sunfish in the local ponds on the Cape, as well as experiencing some incredible times out on the water that most people in this world will never be able to experience. So it's pretty amazing to share that with my kids. My name is Captain Dave Steves. I'm a professional fishing guide and the e-commerce manager at the Goose Summit Shop.
Well, that's a wrap on another action-packed episode of New England Fishing. To learn more about fishing in this great part of the world,
be sure to check out newenglandfishingtv.com. The site is filled with great articles, videos, gear and boat reviews, fishing news, and much more. And don't forget to order your copy of New England Fishing Magazine, a big, bold, glossy publication packed with informative how-to articles that will help you catch more and bigger fish all season long. Until next time, I'm Tom Richardson for New England Fishing. Thanks for watching.